For my third presentation, I'll be discussing the reading on Marx's idea about capitalism and alienation. As you may already know, capitalism is an economic and political system in which private owners for profit control a country's trade and industry. As Marx states, all human history, thus far, is the history of class struggle. Marx felt that capitalism through industrialization had increased the productive capability of the world's economy, ensuing two competing classes of people: the bourgeoisie, who owned and controlled the means of production, and the proletariats, who were common workers that owned nothing but the right to sell their own labor. However, he believed that both these classes would struggle and result in oppression due to the bourgeoisie becoming too powerful over the proletariats. Thus, he desired a classless society. However, desiring a classless society in which no one is born to a social class, such as wealth, education, cultural, defeats the outcome of opportunities. We can't have a classless society as extreme as a communist society, like Stalin, Castro, and Hitler. We need a society of independent parts that can work together to ensure a society's survival, known as functionalism. Thus, desiring a society where we can break down the barriers between the upper and lower class and have equal opportunities instead of the government controlling the people. In addition to Marx's argument, he also includes the idea of alienation. As you know, alienation simply states the means of separation from what is desired or desirable. The four types of social alienation that afflict a worker under capitalism are: 1. Alienation from the product, meaning the design of the product and how it was produced is not determined by the consumers and producers, but the capitalists who profit from the worker's product. For example, I work at a shoe store. I have no control over the product that I produce because the capitalist benefits from my labor. Number 2, alienation from work, meaning a worker accomplishes the production of his or her products by repeated motions like muscle memory. For example, I'm a worker. I work with an assembly line. I repeatedly work every day producing the same products in the same orderly fashion. My product is no longer a creation, but a separate object out of my control. I cannot realize my true humanity in creating the product. The labor detracts me from my humanity. Number 3, alienation from other people. Workers aren't a team of creative workers, but are in the role of a labor unit producing products in a controlled practice, like a factory. For example, I am in competition with my fellow co-workers to prove to my boss that I am a harder, faster, and more efficient worker than the others. 4. Alienation from the species essence, meaning that workers and their products are estranged from the roots of which they originate from. For example, that humans are inclined to work by their human spirit. Overall, Marx uses these 4 types of alienation to describe how people are alienated from their possible realization of their full humanity. Thanks for listening.